talk about why you decided to try an onside kick midway through the third quarter and what you saw from them that made you think it would work?
Yeah, in hindsight, didn't work. So anytime something doesn't work, you want it back. We've been talking to the kids about being aggressive and attacking this thing for weeks, and I think they did that. Part of it was we had a couple of things that we wanted to be aggressive in. We had one earlier that we wanted to see if we got the look we wanted, and we got a look that is really good for it, and I made that call, so that's on me. At that point in the game, I thought all the momentum was on our side. I thought if we got it, we could end the game. And the way we were playing, I felt at that point like we had a really good chance of winning the game, and I felt like maybe we were the better team. And you can't really foresee them scoring 14 straight and us sputtering after we played well to start the second half on offense. So again, those are excuses. If I had it over, I wouldn't make a call.
Your defense had a hard time against the run. Did they kind of do what you guys expected, and what was giving you guys the most
They
problems?
did a good job with scheme stuff. We gave up a pass we shouldn't have given up against unbalanced that we just busted. You got to give them a lot of credit. That's a team that we handled last year. Thought we won the match physically last year. We didn't win it today, and I'm surprised by that because what I've seen from the guys in training camp and leading up to the season. I think we got a good team. We didn't get it done today. I feel terrible for the guys.
Scott, what do you tell the guys after investing so much and coming up short?
Well, it's not going to be one message. It's going to have to be several. We've just lost too many close games, and these guys need something to believe in, and we need to believe in ourselves as a team. I think they do. I don't think there's a guy in our locker room that think we were going to come win this game today, and I'm sure they'll think the same thing next week.
Coach, at 7 losses in a row now, what concerns do you have, if any, about your own future with the team?
Well, you got to win in this business to keep your job. That's the way it is. I love Nebraska. I love the state of Nebraska. I love these fans that sacrificed to come over here. I want to thank them. The guys, the coaches, they did everything the right way leading up to this. I wouldn't change a thing about the way we handled the travel. The kids were dialed in. I give Northwestern a lot of credit again. They were more physical than us, I thought, up front at times today, probably more than we were, and that was probably the difference. And we got to get this turned around.
How surprised were you about the physical difference there?
I don't know if there's a big difference, but we certainly didn't dominate. And again, I give their staff a lot of credit too. There were some scheme things that they hit us on offense. I think we're going to have to learn as an offensive staff that we got to be a little creative in this league. So we have some things that we can work on. That we did a lot of good things, but it's got to be more of a complete game.
Did you have Gabe Irwin and Ramir Johnson available today, and what was going on with them?
Yeah, we did. That's been a good competition all camp. We played the guys that we thought had the best camp and really weak leading up to this game. I think it would have been a different kind of game. We'd have gotten more guys in, but it wasn't.
What did you think of Casey making his first start quarterback with the program? Was he good? And obviously the 2 picks he did.
Yeah, he did a lot of really good things again. But the good thing about having some new guys is we added a lot of talent to the team. Casey being one of them. There's a learning curve in this league, and I've gone through it. You just can't be -1 in turnovers and make a bad decision as a head coach on an onside kick and give up a cheap one. That these games are all decided by 2 or 3 plays, and there's going to be 9 more of them this year like that, and we have to make sure we're on the right side of those plays.
What was the difference? First 2.5 quarters, Casey. Last quarter and a half? And I know some of that wasn't him at all, but what was the difference in the pass game between those two halves? So,
I don't know if there was a difference with the quarterback. We lost Travis Vokolek for the game. That hurt us a little bit on a couple of them. We got to make sure we get them in the right stuff. Again, this is the type of game we're going to be in, where you only get so many drives, and you got to take advantage of them. And 2 turnovers hurt. I think we were up 11 twice in the game, and gave up the lead, which we can't do on defense, and we got to score when we needed to on offense.
Couple more.
What were your impressions of the tackling, and how did it look tonight compared to how it's looked in practice?
I didn't think we tackled great in open space. I think when it was in the box, it was fine. That's my impression without watching it on tape. So we missed a couple out in space that we can't miss, and we're going to play guys that are just as talented, more talented down the road. I thought their backs ran great. I thought they did a good job making one more cut and getting extra yards. We certainly had opportunity to make more plays than we did.
Have you seen Casey make the kind of plays, the kind of play that he did on the scramble and reversing field and throwing down to Isaiah? Is that something that you expect him to do?
Yeah, he's a better athlete than people think. He came out on fire, and we just didn't create any of those big plays when we needed to down the stretch. But we can't put ourselves in that situation. I'll take 7 of it for making the onside kick decision. You don't win a lot of games in the Big Ten giving up 31, so we have some things to answer on defense. If you can score 31, you usually win games, and we didn't on offense, so we have some things to look at there as well.
How
did you adjust
What are the
to?
challenges now to come back from this? I mean, you got this long plane ride, you got to turn around and play next week. How do you get these guys to focus in knowing that there's still 11 more left?
Culture, leadership, which is the best we've had. These guys need to do it for each other, and they will. We got a really tight team. Again, I can't say enough about how they approach this game. The travel over, everything that they did. This is a tight group, the tightest group we've had, and they're going to have to lean on that after a disappointing start.
How did you
Coach,
adjust to not, and
Last one here.
how did you adjust to not calling the offensive plays yourself?
It's tough for me, and I've said this, there's no one way to do things. But I think we can cooperate and a little bit more. Probably the thing that hurt our offense is when we got in situations where we were just running the ball. We weren't efficient enough. And when you gain yards on those plays, it gives you more opportunities to run the stuff that you think could hit big.
Coach, sorry, last question. I'm sorry, it's a hard one, but if things don't start going in the right direction, is there any point in time where you would consider stepping down?
No, absolutely not. I love Nebraska. I'm going to fight with the guys as long as I can fight.
Okay, thank you.